Okay guys, I'm here, I'm ready. I got my red drink. This is some 2 ounces Ningxia red and sulfazyme and vitamin C powder and red shot. And I am ready to talk to you about why Ningxia red is so absolutely incredible. Okay, so grab a notebook, press pause if you need to. You know, you're gonna need a notebook, a pen, and if you're not a notes person, you're just fine to sit through this, okay? We ready? Okay, so Ningxia red. I want to start by saying Ningxia red is so different from so many things on the market right now. Its primary ingredient is wolfberries, and wolfberries are made they can be grown in a lot of places, primarily China, and they grow all over China. So what's the difference with our wolfberries? Why are they so good? This is why. Okay, so we source our wolfberries from this region called the Ningxia region of China, and they're concentrated primarily along the Yellow River floodplain, okay? So I saw a picture of the Yellow River yesterday as I was scrolling around and checking in on some things for this class. It's literally yellow, guys. And here's the reason. As all of the water is coming down out of the mountains and it's flowing over rocks and through valleys and gorges, and you know, it's picking up all of these amazing organic nutrients and minerals along the way that you're just not going to get anywhere else. This is so specific to this region. And that's the water that we are watering and using to grow our Ningxia wolfberries, which makes our wolfberries so much more nutrient dense than when you grow them anywhere else. Okay, so you have this amazing water that we're using that's just making such a nutrient-rich berry. That combined with the remote location, you know, purity of the soil, we're not getting heavy metals, other contaminants that you might find in the soil. Like, this is just such an ideal growing space for these berries, which in itself sets apart the wolfberries that we're using. Okay, so what is in this super drink? I'm gonna name off just a few things, not everything. Obviously there's more that this drink contains, but calcium, 18 amino acids, 21 trace minerals, beta carotene. Okay, anyone else when they were growing up, their grandma was like, eat carrots, it makes your eyes better. My grandma had like a drawer of carrots, I just kept eating them. And beta carotene, keep that one. Keep thinking about that one. Vitamins B1, 2, and 6. We'll learn later about what those are used for. And then vitamin E. So I have a list here of things that Ningxia red is specifically good for. And then we're going to touch base on 2 or 3 of these very specifically of why it helps in that area. So, powerful antioxidants. We're going to be talking about this. That's a big one, guys. Boosts energy, brain support, and cognitive health. Digestive health, fortifies the cardiovascular system and supports healthy blood pressure, healthy sleep, aids the body's natural anti-inflammatory response. That right there is a big reason I drink this. Enhances the immune system. I can attest to this, my friends. Hashtag my story. I haven't been sick in a year. I got pregnant last year, and I got pregnant and had my second child last year, and I was drinking Ningxia red hardcore through my pregnancy. I haven't been sick in a year. It's my own personal story, guys. It's amazing. I felt so good. Supports healthy insulin sensitivity. Again, I use this, I have to say, hashtag my story, or just disclaimer, this is my personal story. In pregnancy, I had a lot of issues with proper regulation of blood sugar and like keeping my blood sugar at a good place. And Ningxia Red was a massive help in supporting that. Promotes a feeling of fullness if taken before meals. Does anyone else have the inclination to eat way too much? I just blame it on being pregnant or breastfeeding for the last 4 years. Supports proper muscle and joint health. Also a great benefit. Okay, so what I want to talk about first and foremost is the antioxidants. So a lot of people, so I'm in a lot of like country mom groups, and a lot of people are taking elderberry syrup this time of the year. Why? Because it's high in antioxidants. That's great for supporting a healthy immune system. Antioxidants can be found in all fruits and veggies and even in some animal products. The Ningxia wolfberry scores off the charts high on the ORAC scale. So this is a scale that measures a food's free radical fighting ability, which we're going to talk about free radicals here in a second. So the wolfberry comes in at a stellar 303 on the ORAC scale. Keep that in mind, 303 in comparison to the acai, which ranks 184, pomegranates 105, and blueberries only comes in at 32. I actually meant to look up elderberry. I've looked into it, and I know the wolfberries are higher than elderberries even, and they're very high in antioxidants. So that's something to consider. Like, how much money would we be spending to get that much antioxidants from all of those other berries and those other sources when we have Ningxia Red that's coming in at over double the amount as, what was that first one I said, acai? Well, not quite double the amount, but a lot. Like 184 in comparison to 303. That's a lot higher. So I like to spend smart. So spending my money in one place to get all my antioxidants is where I'm at. And it's quick and easy, and you don't have to make it into a drink. My husband, every morning when I wake up this last week, I find a little shot glass on the counter, and I can see like the last like tiny residue of Ningxia in it, and he just shoots it back. And a lot of times we'll even make like special shots with it. Like he'll put, I don't know, I put ginger in it the other night because he scanned for it with the iTovi, and he didn't mind. I mean, he didn't complain, so. Okay, so it's so clear how much more antioxidants are in Ningxia Red. But why do we need antioxidants? So let's talk about that for a second here. Antioxidants kill free radicals. Okay, so going back to the ORAC scale, that judges let me see, the scale measures a food's free radical fighting ability. Okay, so what are free radicals? As I was going through typing up the information for this class, I went through a cross-line leaders class that she did on this, and I'm not great at explaining free radicals. I understand them, but I'm not great at explaining them. But this class line leader totally hit the nail on the head. So imagine this. Okay, are you ready? Your adorable little toddler, who has a toddler. They're adorable, especially when they sleep. It's kind of like your little toddler going around the house and pulling out all the drawers and throwing the contents on the floor right after you finished cleaning for your dinner guests to come over that night. Right? That's pretty much it. That's a free radical right there. They're kind of wild little guys. So, in all seriousness though, free radicals are cells, and they're missing an electron, okay? So, in a panic, they're shooting around your body, and they're like, I need my electron. So they will go steal an electron from a healthy cell. Okay, so in doing this, Sometimes they kill that healthy cell, and that's like not your biggest problem even, because we are rapidly reproducing healthy cells in our bodies constantly. Now, what the real problem is when that free radical causes a cell mutation. And mutant cells reproduce much more rapidly in the body. So that's where the real issue comes in. And mutated cells are producing rapidly. I mean, that can cause a lot of damage in your body. Big C word, if you go, look into some of the things that are the root of cancer and just so many illnesses, mutated cells are a big one. I took a really awesome class last year on organic compounds and cancer, and mutated cells was actually a full 3-hour class session. So incredibly important. So where does the antioxidants come in? Antioxidants kill free radicals. That's why they're so important. So they do so in a couple different ways. They either will like lend an electron to that cell so that it stops going crazy, or it will simply stop the damaging chain reaction, saving your healthy cells. So we're not escaping free radicals, my friends. We're just not. Do you have a perfect diet? Do you enjoy the sun? Are you breathing? Do you breathe in pollution? Are you a human being? Do you ever splurge on ice cream or have that like one like guilty pleasure that you eat at 11 o'clock at night after the kids are in bed? We are not escaping free radicals, my friends. They're just going to be there. So we have to do our best to support giving our bodies the tools it needs to combat this. So good news is we got our Ningxia Red. In that class that I referenced earlier that my crossline leader did, she called it our own personal little ninja, and I do feel like that's kind of what it is. It's my own personal little ninja inside my body, taking care of my free radicals, because I know my body needs it, because I fall into a few of those categories previously mentioned. Okay, so done on the antioxidant side. Let's talk about energy, my friends. Who needs energy? Me. I'm a mom of 2. Some of you know that. Some of you don't. And if you don't, I am a mother of 2. A 2-year-old, he's 2.5, and then a 5-month-old, and yeah. So Ningxia Red is an awesome way to flood your body with energy without exposing yourselves to the fluctuating blood sugar levels that you find with energy drinks. Because you drink an energy drink, and my mom told me not to, but when I was in high school, I was like a hardcore Monster fan. And I remember like weekends, I'd like throw back 3-4 Monsters in a weekend. I can't even. So when biochemists were analyzing the Ningxia wolf berry, they found that besides having a significant levels of B3 and C, it is one of the richest sources of vitamin 1, thiamine, which is essential for sufficient energy production and thyroid function. It's very low on the glycemic index. And the glycemic index is the impact of what a food has. Let me start over that sentence. The glycemic index is the measure of the impact a food has on the blood sugar levels. So this is why it's awesome this is why you can take it when you're struggling with blood sugar issues like I did in pregnancy. It is low on the glycemic index scale, and so it's not going to shoot those blood sugars up and keep them up, but it is so healthy, and guys, it tastes amazing. It specifically ranks an 11 in comparison to brown rice, which ranks a 66. And let me tell you, when I was having blood sugar issues, brown rice would shoot me over the moon like 3-hour coma. So Ningxia Red is a clear winner. Because elevated blood sugar is really strenuous on your heart and your kidneys and your circulatory system. It's not good. And in today's world, it's so convenient to grab a soda. And those are like... and high carb snacks, again, they completely wreck your blood sugar, and that just tanks your energy. Okay, so we need more energy, and we know that. I need more energy. I'm always looking for ways to improve my energy levels, because I cook a lot of my meals at home from scratch. I have a lot of work to do, a lot of housework, things I need to be really productive in. And I do school with my kids at home. So, and I need to not crash on the weekends. That's the other thing my husband and I have been working really hard on, is not crashing on the weekends after a long week, so we can spend family time together. Okay, so those are the two big ones I wanted to touch base on, guys. There are so many other benefits of Ningxia Red. So many. Like, I can't even start to tell you guys. See all this beautiful skin? This is Ningxia Red skin. You can hear my toddler in the background. They were closing and eating snacks. I'm sure they devoured them already, and it's done. So, there's so many things. It's so good for your liver. It's so good for your liver. If you are looking for a good, gentle liver cleanse, I hate saying the word cleanse because everyone thinks like, oh, I never get the bathroom like every 5 seconds. No, this is good, slow, steady, supportive cleansing. There's just so many things, guys. So this was like the tip of the iceberg, and I could share all day, but I wanted to make this like under 20 minutes so that you guys could get some awesome information and some real grounding foundations in what this drink is for. So I hope you guys have a great day, and as always, drop a comment below or private message me if you have specific questions. Bye, guys.